I just believe that it's not something that happens overnight. It's something that you have to sort of build. So when that trust comes, referrals will come, and then your brand keeps growing bigger. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a question and answer video. Some of you sent me questions and I'm going to be answering them today in this video. So just sit back, relax, grab a cup of tea or a cup of juice, and let's just go straight into it, okay? So the very first question I have here, I'm going to be reading from my phone, is, in your opinion, what's the most important skill to run a successful fashion business in Nigeria? So in terms of skills, we have soft skills, we have hard skills. And I know that a lot of people favor the hard skills over the soft skills in fashion, like learning how to sew, cutting, and all of that. Those things are necessary, but I rate the soft skills higher in terms of building a successful fashion brand. So some of the soft skills that I find that have helped me in my journey as a fashion designer is, one, emotional intelligence. So I'm not the most emotionally intelligent person, but I have bought books about it, I've read articles about it. Really, that's what differentiates a very good manager from a manager that's mediocre. Another one is management skills. Oh my God. So you're going to be hiring people from tailors to customer service to admin. You have to learn how to manage these people, because if they do anything wrong, guess what? It's your company and you have to take responsibility. So you have to spend time. You have to train yourself first of all before you can train other people. There are online courses that you can do on management skills on Coursera. I remember I took, there's this course I took, Grow to Greatness. I think it's still on there, so you can check that out if you want to learn management skills. What else? Yeah, so those are some of the soft skills I find that have helped me with running my business. And another thing is, this is not a skill, but just ask questions and just be curious and be willing to be flexible and just open to change. So the next question is, when you just started and you didn't have a team, how did you decide on designs to produce? How did you decide on design, color, and fabric type? So yeah, when I first started, it was me, myself, and me, myself, and a tailor. So it was just the two of us doing every single thing. So for me, I found that sampling, even up until today, is really what helps me. Sampling helps me decide the designs that I want to follow up on. So let me tell you what I do. I sample, I try on, sample fit, take pictures, ask questions. So sometimes you can take pictures, post on your social media, you can post on your Insta story, and just gauge how, you don't even have to ask questions, you can just wear it out and just see how people respond to it. So there's no like hard and fast way to do this. It's just based on feedback. The next question is, what gave you the assurance that your potential customers will love and buy it? So, baby girl, there is no assurance. There is no assurance. There isn't. But the more you do this, the more you sort of have a feel to what people like your guts kind of intuition feel towards, like, oh, this one will work, this one might not work. Like this particular dress that we kept on hearing the same thing from customers. Oh, I don't like this line in the middle, or the gathers in the middle, it accentuates. When you start to hear the same things over and over, you know that, okay, when next I'm making a design, I'm not putting the gathers in the middle this way. Or when you keep hearing, oh, I love how it makes me look like I have a big butt. We've heard that so many times with our designs. So you can tell that, okay, what cut, what silhouette, this silhouette really works for a lot of people, so we can make another dress using this in mind. So feedback is really, really, really important. All right, so the next question. How many colors per design and how many pieces per color do you produce then and now? Okay, when I first started, I was doing about 3 to 6, 8 units per style. So per color was always dependent on like the amount of fabric I could afford at that time. So I'll just say I'll do at least 4. When I first started, I was always doing size 8, 10, 12, and sometimes 14. So when I first started, I was doing 8, 10, 12, 14. But now we do from size 6 to 24. Yes, we do up to 24 now, size 24 now. And really we have like different ratios for different sizes. Now we do as many as 200 styles per style, 200 units, sorry, per style. We do as much as that, and per size it really depends. We use our customer data to decide how many units per size that we do. Next question. I understand that you have your own factory. How do you source tailors that work there? Okay, so sourcing of tailors is like, it's one of like the hardest things that I've dealt with in my entire journey. However, I find that we're in a good place now, because most of our tailors come from referrals from tailors that work with us. Not just tailors that work with us, also our like entire production team. So that's the best way so far that we've been able to get tailors. However, in the past we've used agents. We've used agents. And I've considered like putting flyers up. I've never done it, but I think that's also a good way to just get people in, test them, see how good they are. And another thing that helps us is that we train tailors. So we have our very good tailors on ground, and then we bring in tailors that are not so good, and we have them trained up to our standard. So with that, we find that they stay longer. Sometimes they may not stay. Can't hold anybody for too long, but generally our turnover is decent. So yeah, referrals, training of people that are not so good, agents. Next question is, how were you able to attract high profile customers without having a physical store? So this is a really good question. I remember when I first started, everyone said, you have to have a store. No one is going to buy from you online. Online shopping was not a thing then. But I found that you have to start with what you have. So basically, when I first started, I'm going to do an entire video on my journey, like from the very beginning. But when I first started, it was just family and friends. So from family and friends, referrals started coming, and I started growing from there. Your customer service is on point. I mean, our customer service wasn't so great when we started, because I was doing customer service and I'm not very great with communicating, but that was one of the first things that I hired for because I knew that was very important. So customer service has to be good, integrity, you have to keep your word. And I just believe that it's not something that happens overnight. It's something that you have to sort of build. So when that trust comes, referrals will come, and then your brand keeps growing bigger and bigger and bigger. So the next question is, how do you calculate your selling price? So there's also another question on that. How do you cost your products? So I have a course on costing and pricing for profitability coming up really, I don't know how soon it's going to come out, let me be honest, because I don't want to put myself under pressure. But I'm currently working on that course. So that course is going to have specifics. It's going to have even templates for costing. It's going to have strategies and all of that. So all of that's going to be in my pricing for profitability course. So follow me on social media, Adeniyi, if you want to, because I will definitely post it on my social media once the course is available. Next question is, how do you source fabrics? How do you source your fabric? I source my fabrics from Aba, from Yaba, from Lagos Island, from abroad, from different suppliers. Like it depends on the fabric, and it depends on like the supplier's quantity. I have various suppliers from different places. I do really like buying from the open market here in Lagos, or whatever, Nigeria. I do like it because I find that it helps. They're also putting money like in the pocket of Nigerians, but the truth is, the bigger you grow, you have to look for alternative sources in terms of like getting large quantities. So yeah. So the next question is, how do you manage sizes for ladies across different body types? So I think I should do a special video on sizing because I feel like there's a lot of things to unpack, but I'll just give you quick answers now. One, we have a measurement guide, and our measurement guide is tailored to African bodies because most of our customers are African. So we work with our measurement guide because we've tailored it. We've seen the average size or sizing of customers that come to shop Lady Biba, and we've used this data to be able to create a measurement guide that works for us. What are your favorite high street stores? You can go to Zara, look at their measurement guide because a lot of Nigerian women shop Zara. You can go to ASOS, look at their measurement guide. So these are some of the things that can help you with sizing. I'll do another video on sizing that'll be more specific and in detail. What's the next question? Okay. The next question. How did you create a niche for yourself? Has it always been dressing lady bosses for 8 years now? How did I create a niche for myself? So when I call myself an accidental workwear designer because when I first started, I'm telling you, I wasn't like targeting working women. I was just targeting women. I always wanted to work in like a Fortune 500 company. There are things that I saw for myself, and I always saw myself as this like career woman, like working her way up on the ladder and like building my dynasty. Like I always saw that for myself. It just so happened that it was fashion that sort of stole my heart, and I'm doing this full time now. But I feel like I subconsciously was designing for that type of woman, the woman that I aspired to be. So maybe I think that's how I sort of found myself dressing lady bosses. So it wasn't like a specific plan. It wasn't something that was intentional. But when I noticed the type of women that were buying from us, I started to tailor my branding and everything towards it. So next question. Oh my god, this is come and pay for consultation because your questions are plenty. Only me. I'm just joking. Don't pay for consultation, but please subscribe. Biko, subscribe. I say Biko a lot, don't I? Subscribe to this channel so that at least I can be inspired to keep churning out good content for you people, okay? So the first question is, how did you transition from custom made to ready to wear? So from the get-go, I've always been ready to wear, but I have taken custom made clients along the way. Like I've done bridesmaids, I've done custom like occasion wear, but I haven't really, like, it's not something I've taken on like fully. What were the challenges when I was doing custom made? So because I didn't transition from custom made to ready to wear, I don't think I really had challenges. My challenges were specific to each category. So I would say my challenges with custom made basically was just, it wasn't worth my time. Even with the more expensive prices, it wasn't like worth the amount of work that was going into it. So if I were going back to custom made, I'll probably charge like a serious premium for it, because I wouldn't want to charge like a small amount and just like meet the person halfway. I'm like, you know what, if we're doing this, I'm going all in so that you can get exactly what you want. So I would say my challenge with custom made would be not having enough time, or the money not just being worth my time. Okay. So the next question is, how did you identify your target audience? I think I answered this in the last question about finding my niche. So I'll go to the next question. Were you certain about this from the beginning? I've always loved fashion. Like I said before, I've always loved fashion. I wasn't certain about how I was going to go into it. Like the strategy was not, like there was no strategy, but like I always knew that one way or the other I was going to find myself in fashion. Next question. Did your target audience change over time? No, it's funny, but I think I've consistently been dressing the same people. That's professional working women. Okay, some of the working women have moved from, say, 9 to 5 to owning their own businesses. Some of them have moved higher up the corporate ladder. So I find that it's still the same people. We dress entrepreneurs as well. It's not just people in 9 to 5. We dress all types of women. I find that it's been consistent over time. How did you scale when it came to funding? Oh my God, funding. Funding is, we don't have enough time on these videos to talk about funding, because funding is one of the most difficult things that I personally have encountered in this business. And I know it's not just me, it's a lot of designers. Funding is not funding is not the easiest thing to get when you're scaling your business. But I will do a video, I promise you, I will do a video talking about funding. So keep watching, keep your eyes on this channel, and I will drop that video hopefully soon. The next question, okay, that's actually all the questions that I have here today. Oh, look at that, we're done. Hey, I thought this video was going to be longer, but I'm glad that we're done. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you have questions if you have more questions, you can leave it in the comment section, and I will try to answer as many as I can in the comments, or I might answer in the comments, or I might do dedicated videos to answer those questions. Thank you guys so much for watching. Till next time, bye.